in real time this, but I never really had that issue.
Well, anyway, so planB versus Sitto. Let's have a look at the lineups quickly. Dimitri, Q50, Zyrinx, and Dibby. That's Sitto's lineup for this season. Alteza, Serboz, Hypno, and Hate Me is planB's established lineup. I say both teams, they've been pretty solid lineups for a while now with these lineups. Maybe Dibby is a pretty recent addition in the grand scheme of things for Sitto, but quite established lineups there for. First map's going to be Dreadful Place, selected by planB, and Sitto, they selected Purgatory Vor.
Yeah, they did indeed.
So, going forwards onto this map, what are we expecting to see?
Well, I don't know how we'll expect to see each team line up, but we saw in the game yesterday that a team that's supposed to be strong on the map and had a way of playing that was certainly working well, they didn't adapt it to the opposition they were playing. And that's going to be the key here. I mean, planB have picked this map, assuming they feel comfortable on it. So, if things don't go well for them at the start, I hope they have some alternative ways of playing, because we already saw from such a good team as 102, they didn't really change anything yesterday when the way they normally play wasn't working.
No, that was against Lo-Fi, of course. And the main issue there was a lack of focus on the power-ups from the EuroCup current champions, in fact, Deliberate Murder. So, power-up is very important on this map, not especially, we've always said, for the run, but obviously that adds a massive advantage.
Well, what we saw yesterday was a team that was just not committing at all to power-up, neither to try and kill it or take it, and when you're giving away free power-ups, between good teams, you're going to get punished, and it'll be the same in this game. So we're going to want to see planB make a good start to this game. We want to see them assert some dominance over the map and get in good positions for the first power-up. Make sure they've got weapons and armor in position. Because they'll need a good start. As much as we've been saying that Sitto haven't been practicing or maybe aren't at their best, there's no way you can expect them to perform badly going into this game. Because after all, they were runners-up last season.
Yeah, I think they're some of the most experienced high-level players in the tournament. I mean, Q50's been playing since Quake was first coded. I think he was in the id studios testing it. Probably wasn't, but he's played a long time. And of course, Dibby, we've seen him very successful in the last few years of Quake Live. And he played back in Quake 3. I mean, these are players with a lot of experience. They shouldn't be coming into a tournament and falling apart, despite these rumours that they're not having practice.
And of course, the last time we saw Sitto play this map, they were taken apart on here by 102, but that was a long time ago now. And, to say their opposition isn't as strong as 102, but we've been impressed by what we've seen from planB.
Going live then, following Alteza off the start. He's at this quad area, sees a teammate take that shotgun away from him, but drops down. No one spawned near the railgun. How about that? That was pretty lucky for Alteza, because he got a pretty crap spawn.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
At the start of the map, they're obviously going to try and rush in and take control of these early reds.
Yeah, interestingly, there's no lightning gun in play at the moment, so Alteza having the only rail, that's quite a good weapon advantage to have at the start.
He's hit his shots he needed to as well. Look at that perfect timing on that second red of the map. And of course, Quad can spawn after 30 seconds, so just going to make his way straight there. Oh my god.
Good first rail. And that rail's going to be invaluable for defending this position, and it should. From what we're seeing so far, it's in a great position.
Wow, look at that. He's hitting 66%. 3 impressives already. He's hitting all the shots he needs to. This is really superb play from Alteza. Now gets the quad as his reward. Shotgun in hand. Got to be cautious. Takes that Q50 point blank range shotgun. He's going to grab himself the red as well. Now he can go aggressive. I don't think he has too much to worry about. I think they eliminate pretty much the entire Sitto team. He's got to be careful though behind him there with... Wow. What the hell?
Wasn't the most impressive shotgun work you'll ever see, but...
Did he have a lag in the middle of that or something? He just suddenly flicked round just to shoot the wall or something.
Really not sure, but it certainly wasn't great, was it? But they've still made a decent start, and this is the kind of start they needed to make.
Now following Dibby, there's some really quite...
I mean, Dibby was in a good position there to make some defense of the lightning gun area, but planB, they're doing the right thing. They're pushing out using the red. That's a good kill by Serboz. That confiscates the rail, so they are doing very well on the weapons at least.
Right, Dimitri grabbing that drop lightning gun, and he'll want to take over this red just before it's pulled. In fact, I think his teammate managed to grab that Zyrinx, and if we switch round to Zyrinx, yeah, he must have got that 42 armor on the board. Just needs to health up a bit. He's got a lightning gun to his name, and now a chunk of ammo for that as well. So Zyrinx potentially could be quite a threat here if he can get some health, really. And there is a 25, but we're looking at a time where, oh my god, Zyrinx pins up his opponent in the air. Second one as well. Oh, he's run out of ammo, not quite enough. Let's check out his stats. 37% lightning gun for Zyrinx.
I was amazed Hate Me escaped there. I mean, he seemed to be so low, he was screaming as he jumped off that red platform, and kept his lightning gun out as well, which, if he was killed, that wouldn't have been a good weapon to give away.
Zyrinx moving in, using a lot of plasma ammo to spam that doorway. No one was actually there in the end, but 10 seconds before quad, he was wise to try and cover it off.
Yeah, and this time it's sitto who had the better setup.
Yeah,
It'll be difficult for planB to do anything here.
Good defense of the quad. Zyrinx dropping the lightning gun, 2Q50. He's got the quad damage himself with a rail as well as a shotgun. And there he goes. Got his teammate a railgun out this as well, so already quite beneficial. Somehow misses that rail that seemed to go through his opponent, but he's picked up 2 frags. Could really do with trying to win over this red.
Yeah, I imagine they didn't know the timing on the red armor, because when he was initially making his push in, he would have been there in time for the red, but...
Whoa!
Wow. That plasma was just seemingly out of nowhere, and it certainly took Q50 by surprise. Normally the master of plasma himself.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty decent run by Q50. I mean, he got his teammate a rail out of it. He cleared out the whole mega side, the yellow as well, and then moved to the red. Just mistimed the push, I guess, to miss out on picking it up, which meant Cerbos, for example, has a very nice armor stack to his name, and he can push out now into this yellow LG area.
Yeah, I mean, he's fired a lot of lightning gun ammo there, and really didn't do that much damage with it. I mean, not really on, I'd say. But good defense of the red armor area, and if he can just find some health and some lightning gun ammo, he'll be ready to put pressure on again.
Okay, I mean, if anybody looks back to Campground, the old DM6, it kind of has a similar playstyle to that, in that ideally you just want one guy cycling that red, moving out, and the other guys contesting over the secondary objectives like the yellow armor, the lightning gun, the rail.
You can use your armor guy to win items, but he doesn't have to be the one that takes them. You can have teammates with him that then take those items.
That's exactly what Cerbos is doing at the moment. He defends that red, he's picked it up a second time. I think he's a little bit laggy. So I think that's why the stream's look like it's stuttering a bit. Lightning gun, a rocket gun on the bounce, but takes a lot of damage there. Oh my god, Zyrinx takes him out, and sitto have taken out a bit of a mistake, maybe dropping down there before their attack came in. Dimitri got to be a little bit cautious here though, he's only around 40 health.
It's not going to be a red for him either.
He doesn't really need to push out with this. Oh! And he's been pummeled and dropped a lightning gun, and Q50's going to pay the price for his teammates' mistake there. Sitto's still, about 10 frags up though, Vol.
Yeah, they didn't have the best of starts to this game, but since then they have been the team, slightly better in terms of performance. It's not much in it though, and this is still a very close game. planB is certainly not being, bullied off all the important items. Alteza here with the rail, and a rail up for a teammate to come and get, but no sign of anyone coming in.
No, he's going to miss this now, and that's really not worked out well at all. When it's up for that long, I think you should just take it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like he had an abundance of ammo. I mean, he had 7 shots remaining. It would have been useful to him, and just delaying it put him in that dangerous position where you saw the player came into the rail, he took more damage than he would like to.
It's one of those
or because a teammate wouldn't come.
Yeah, well, we don't know what was said on comms. He might have been calling, somebody said, yeah, I'm coming. So he doesn't take it, but... Ideally there, I'd wait like a few seconds, then I'd probably just take it and get out of the area. It's still a dangerous spot to hang around if you're just working with rail. They did have a range of weapons following. Hypno, at the moment, does manage to grab that mega, uses it up straight away. Zyrinx going aggressive with the machine gun. It's coming up to quad setup time. As we switch around, let's follow Dibby for a little bit. 64% rail at the moment. He's going to take this last red, is he, before quad? Looks like Sitto being pushed away. Look, all 4 players, none of them good opportunity for it to not go to quad, do you think?
Yeah, but the problem is the quad is going to get out pretty much freely, I think. There's no way, I don't think they've got any pressure on the doorways.
Well, he hasn't got any armour to his name, so that is quite an important factor in this. Serbo's going to just take any early damage. Takes a rail shot. Oh, they've been caught out anyway, but Q50 somehow didn't hit a single cell of plasma against the quad. First rail hits the quad, and Machine Gun almost finishes them off. Second rail by Zyrinx there.
That's a great play by Sitto. I mean, the quad really needed more support than that, but there was no real way of planB knowing where the ambush was going to take place, because initially he seemed to get safely into the red armor room, but
yeah,
all of a sudden we saw all of Sitto attacking him.
It is one of those, I mean, we've discussed this before about picking up frags on this map with the quad. It's more about the setup, because it's a very difficult quad run map. If you're coming into these different locations, you're going through these tight, close corridors where you can be ambushed around a corner into a wide open zone where you really need the right weaponry to counter players railing at you. And it is just a difficult place to do a quad run on and not get caught out. We're following Alteza now. Shotgun in hand. Didn't really know what his focus was there, other than just stay in the room, I guess.
Well, he was just trying to secure this next red pickup, which no, they haven't managed to do.
I mean, the score's pretty static, the difference between the two teams. I'm going to look at the scoreboard a second.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing this difference because no one's really dominating, because as well as Sitto are playing, they're not absolutely decimating planB. planB is still getting important items, they're taking the occasional red, they're getting rails, so you know, they're not going to be totally destroyed, and that's obviously reflected in the score.
Excellent work railing at the Mega. Although he dived right into that grenade. Sometimes you've got to look at that, just back off from it, and don't even try and get past it. But pretty unfortunate for him. A few seconds to go before quad. Looks like they might be a little bit late for this planB, although he hits a nice rail there. He can steal that health away, and then maybe go for an exit shot on the quad grab. Dibby takes the quad, and he's just going to rush out straight away high. Already cleared that mega area. It'll be up in a few seconds, but red is up now. Oh, just misses it out, and he gets popped up in the air, finished off by the railgun. And rightly so, Dibby just smashing his keys. None too happy about that one.
There's the sort of thing where he'll be annoyed with that, but he couldn't have known that there was a railer at the back of the room. You know, he thought he was going to be making the kill on someone who just took a red armor, which would have been an important kill to make. There's no real way you can know that there's a railer back there.
We're on Servos now. He's got the red armor to his name. Lightning gun in hand. Moves out to the lightning gun area. Got to be cautious of that rocket player around the corner. But he'll be wanting to push out. Oh, that is brilliant plasma play. Catches out Dimitri, and look at the lightning gun as well.
Excellent.
Eradicating Q50. Servos seems to be the guy on the move on this map for planB.
Yeah, he was the one we saw earlier, obviously, making pushes with the red armor out to lightning gun on those occasions. But you know, lightning gun and rail probably of equal importance on this map.
Quad time's still a while away. I mean, both these teams seem to play players in the quad area quite a lot throughout the map.
Well, when you're picking up kills, you can often find spawners up there, because a lot of people will sometimes wait on that shotgun, for example, and use that as what they generally assume to be a safe route. So there can be kills to be found there.
And also ambush people down the railgun position, I suppose, dropping down on the bounce pad.
Yeah,
really
definitely.
hard for them to counter it. Q50 on this yellow. It's only a 9 frag margin between the two teams now. 15 seconds to go before the first quad damage of the second half of this map. And, well, it looks like Q50 might be the one to grab it. He's stacked for it, or maybe it's going to be Dibby. Oh, Q50 using the rails. He needs to hit those shots. He did. And now he's going to be the power runner. Watch it as he drops down. Takes out Alteza, who did just grab the rail away, so Q50's got one rail shot to work with, but he's going to rush out. That's a really good kill, that.
Wow, lucky on the spawn, but misses as well.
Makes 5 frags on this run. It's a really nice play, and we see there's the ammo limitation stopping him getting another frag there.
This is excellent, this run. I mean, this is now re-established what is really
6
a very
frags.
comfortable lead. 20 frags for difference now.
Yeah, just before that it was around 10, maybe even less than.
It's a nice quadrant as well, because Q50 was making frags, but there were some conversions made by Dimitri and Dibby and Zyrinx, so that just adds to the run. I mean, that was effectively 9 frags or so they made off of that quad.
Q50 plasma there. Really nice plasma. That's that British talent coming through there, boy. We've all got it innate to us.
Wasn't it Hypno?
No, the Q50 on the right.
Oh right, I didn't mean
Did it. Nice bit of plasma there. Hypno. Yeah, okay, he's got some innate talent for using plasma as well. Blah blah.
Everyone does, maybe.
No, I
want
want it to be Brits only. 40 seconds until the next power up. And planB in a good position here for the lightning gun. I don't quite know about the red at the moment. Looks like maybe sitto in position for that one, but maybe good rocket play. Grabbed himself a lightning gun out of that and 2 frags. Excellent. This red armor's going to be a very bad time.
As you see, planB is still playing well. You know, they're still making sure they're always getting at least one of the lightning gun or rail. Still doing a good job on that red. So they're by no means out of this, but you know, that quad run from Q50 has certainly changed things.
Zyring's going on the bounce pad. It looks like sitto have secured this power up again, and this is something we discussed before the match about how important power ups are. 3 frags already for Dibby. Look at the stack he's got. Mega health to his name. Red armor.
All he's dealing with now mainly are spawners.
Wow. That was a good counter, but giving him a frag there, running around the corner with nothing. Just trying to bait in his opponent.
They're actually lucky. I mean, you saw they had a lightning gun and a rocket launcher. They must have got those off of spawns because, you know, he killed those players.
Dived right into the rocket. He'd be quite annoyed at that run. He was spending a lot of time in that one player. He picked up a lot of frags still, though, for...
Yeah, he'd have got a lot more. I mean, planB were very lucky that they spawned on weapons because that's all that kept Q50 from pushing around those corners and picking up more frags. And that would have been frags they can't afford to give away. And as it stands, they've still got a glimmer of hope, but 24 frags is the difference, and it's going to be hard to bring back.
There's enough time to bring this back, and it's the type of map where you can get quite a sharp turnaround in terms of control. And you do get clusters of frags as well.
The only problem is, so far in this map, we've only seen, you know, bar that one good quad run from Q50, we've only really seen a gradual change in the score. We haven't really seen any huge spikes because, you know, both teams have done a good job of making sure that their opponents can't take absolute full control of the map.
Yeah, there's 2 key runs by Q50 and then Dibby. Really working on the frags there. Amy, with his first impression of the map, suggests that he's got 100% as well, so I'm going to guess that he hasn't had a rail very much. Now, this map is ideal for a lot of rail shots. We even see the positions he's taken up now. And I'm getting really weird lags to the server, I think. Players keep just like appearing on my screen rather than smoothly transitioning. 10 seconds to go. Zyring's already in position with the rocket launcher. It seems like his team are there to support him as well. And this is something that sitto are really impressed with on this map so far, is their setup. So power-ups, although they get caught out there, Alteza diving in. The rocket he hit actually put him in a bad position, Zyring's, unfortunately. Otherwise he probably would have taken it. planB now 21 frags behind, quad in hand. Alteza. Red armor's up in a second. He saves it, getting a frag on Dibby. Knows the time of it as well. Going to rush through towards this lightning gun. Yellow. Another easy frag. This will be on Dibby. Did manage to steal away the yellow before going down. Wow, very nice end to his run there.
Yeah, nice end to the run, and it still keeps him alive in this game. I mean, it hasn't really impacted the score that much, but it should hopefully give him some opportunity to push out, be more expansive, and try and control more items. But I don't know, it might be that sitto already recovered. You can already see that Q50 is giving him a good presence at this rail. He's got a teammate, you know, waiting back at the rail. Oh dear.
That was, you couldn't have predicted that. Just words around the corner as all the grenades appear. Amy, nice grenade play though. So we've got 4 minutes left. We've got 2 quads remaining on the map. It's about a 33 frag difference. Well, it's not, is it?
More like 26, 25.
Yeah. Doable, Vor?
Well, it's doable, but I don't think it will happen. It's just because the way this game is played so far, I don't see them being able to turn around this frag lead.
How do you defend a frag lead like this? Do they go defensive at this point?
No, all they do is make sure they're getting either the mega or the red, and then getting one of the lightning gun and the rail. And if they play the right positions, that won't be possible for planB to get control. You know, sitto don't need to go looking for frags and taking risks, they just need to focus on few items.
Well, they've left the quad this time. Amy grabs that pretty comfortably. He's got to be careful! That was so
brilliant
rash.
ambush. It's, you know, one of those basic ambushes that we always see, but that it's just so effective.
Yeah, it's the
Dimitri
perfect timing
baits
for
him
it.
in, and then Q50 with the perfect shots from behind.
Dibby.
Dibby.
Yeah.
I keep
very
calling him
nice.
Dibby Q50. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's not like the names are even remotely similar.
Their playstyle, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? So it looks like that's going to confirm victory for sure now on this first map for sitto. Bearing in mind this is also planB's map selection. And I've always thought... I mean, going in...
Well, as I said, I mean, their pick would have been Limbus, but sitto perhaps wisely removing that map.
It's like sitto are maybe a little bit more prepared than we were led to believe. Or...
Well, they're certainly looking good on here. This is a decent margin of victory.
I'll tell you what as well, when you look at some of their stats, they're really not hitting the kind of stats that we see them hitting when they're really on fire. So that suggests there's still room as well to really turn it on. We saw Zyrinx at something like 34% rail, and you know, there was times last year when anything below 60 would be kind of embarrassing for him.
Definitely.
30 seconds before the final quad of this first map.
I have to say I've been impressed with sitto's quad play as well. You know, planB have looked to have some good setups as well, but they've not made the same sort of use of the quad that sitto have managed.
What is the quad count anyway?
It's 5-4, but there's a difference of about 33 seconds, and I think the frag difference would be significantly different as well, of frags made with quad.
Here's Dibby moving in with the rail. He just wants to do some damage on the players, really, going for that quad now. Oh, and look at the damage Hateme's taken. 1 health left, 25 he picks up, and the few 5s as well.
Quite smart of him to change his route as well. I mean, he jumped away, obviously, and it probably the calls.
Oh! Wow. Didn't see that coming. That was another great ambush kill by Dibby. This just shows the kind of quality player Dibby is, and what an addition he has been for sitto. Just adds that extra dimension of just things, moments like that.
Yeah, he is a great pickup to their team. I mean, bearing in mind they played the final with what's the guy's name that they replaced with Dibby? Do you remember? I don't.
No, you're asking somebody who basically doesn't have a memory.
Was that other UK guy, wasn't it?
Oh, Medixa.
Medixa, yeah. I mean, Medixa, you know, he played well at times, but he certainly doesn't have the TDM experience of someone like Dibby. So adding Dibby to their lineup is going to make them potentially much stronger this season.
Let's see some of those stats.